Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Hey, this is Jill from the Container Store.
Oh.
Is there something wrong?
I just thought a virtual designer would be a cool robot.
I could do a robot voice if that helps.
Maybe?
Hi, I am Jill. Let's design.
Nope, absolutely not. Regular voice, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not good at impressions.
Enjoy free virtual in-home closet design and up to 25% off closet systems with the Container Store's custom closet sale. The Container Store, where space comes from.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown. And not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit cause I ain't the one for a punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten on. And thrown in jail, we can go toe to toe in the middle of a cell. Fucking with me cause I'm a teenager with a little bit of gold in a pager, searching for my car, looking for the product, thinking every nigga is selling narcotics.
Welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. It's Jaden XD. Before we even begin the show, we cannot go on without giving honor to those lives who are lost untimely due to state violence. Mr. Floyd, Breonna, Ahmaud, and countless so many others. That's too many to name. Our thoughts are with the families first and foremost, because losing a loved one like that during this whole pandemic, this whole shit is fucked up. But peace to them, and also fuck the system, man. I've gotten to the point where unfortunately I'm kind of numb because we've been through this before. You know what I mean? Not too long ago. And so it's kind of like rehashing old wounds and it's just kind of all I can do is just sit here and think of the simple things of how we can get through this and how we can all stay safe and just loving up on one each other and just being happy to be Black, and also, it's nice seeing other people affirmed in their Blackness and realizing that none of this shit really matters except equality and freedom.
Absolutely.
I've seen all the protests. I've seen the looting. I don't have anything bad to say about it. So
burn, baby, burn.
Only thing only bad thing, I just wish y'all would just wear a little bit more gloves. But that's not. But that's.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. I thought you was gonna Shekinah them.
No. I'm all
like,
for tear this shit down. It's just a pandemic and every time I'm like, yes, babies, do this, and it's just like, oh gosh, can I donate hand sanitizer? Like, because I've donated to a bunch of orgs, and I'm like, where is there hand sanitizing on deck? Like, can I make kits or something? You know what I mean? Like, it's a pandemic. But otherwise, I also want people to be conscious of what they say. I get that it is a sensitive time, but I also don't want folks who say things that they don't mean, or that will get them into deeper trouble with the feds, even though you're trying to be helpful. Like, same thing with videotaping things. Like, people be mindful of not to like show like facial like tattoos or have any like anything recognizable, because they're out there and they're watching and
they're evil
and they're evil. And I just want everybody to buckle up.
Nigga, because we're in a civil war. In general, we know that this entity was one that was formed from problematic start in the first place. Police didn't come from a place of love and care and actual serving and protecting. That is a lie. So we just want you all to be safe and be careful. It's obvious that there's deception going on. You see a pile of bricks. I guarantee you your friends did not put them there. Right. Things like that are traps. And so we're not saying don't protest, don't go out there, don't march, don't fight, don't burn shit up. Just be careful doing it.
So, fuck the system, but wash your hands.
That's it.
That's all.
Gloves, babies. And keep those masks up. No chin cradles.
Yeah, no chin cradles. They cover up the tattoos and stuff because they're out here doing scams and things.
Jaden XD fully stand with the protesters. You all already know the Blackest Show about nothing. That's not just
not just a title, not just a name.
Title is literally how we feel, what we stand. We were both raised in very black households. Very different households, but very black households. We are very black people. We're very proud to be so and fully acknowledge that our lives are valuable and they are not treated as such in this society, especially in this country. Shout out to all of our brothers and sisters around the world who are standing in solidarity with your protests and your marches and just showing that you understand that we live somewhere where they don't love us, and I know that can be said worldwide for many different things, but right now focusing on this, they don't love us, they don't love these hosts. So we really appreciate you all showing your solidarity. I know there's quips back and forth between the British and Americans, where y'all like to throw out the police brutality. Well, yeah, nigga, it's real actually. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a thing.
Shout out to those who are really standing in solidarity with us, because we know that you're there and we want to acknowledge you. We want to acknowledge the life of Tony McDade, the trans man who was shot by the police, killed by the police as well. We understand that a lot of our trans brothers and sisters are getting killed as well, and it's not publicized as much as others, and so we want to acknowledge those lives as well. All black lives matter. So with that being said,
and if your idea of a revolution does not include all types of black people, then it is not a revolution.
Now I know we make jokes and we said we're not marching for these niggas and all of that, but you all know that we stand in full solidarity with our brothers and sisters and truly believe that and see and know that our lives are valuable and they're not treated as such, and something needs to be done. With that being said, this is not just our protest. There are things that we do individually, but our protest and our rebellion as a duo is to provide joy and laughter.
Yes.
Because even in this crazy ass world we're living in, nigga, we are living in a pandemic and a fucking civil war.
Man, like what the fuck?
And we make jokes often, but it comes from a place of truth that black people laugh through our trauma. You know what I'm saying? And so, our protest and our rebellion, part of that is imparting joy to our community. And that's what we're going to do. So today we got the ABCs of racism, Jaded XD style.
And we have some TV recaps for you that you've been waiting on.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try to do things our way here.
So let's go on and get to it, Claude.
Let's take a break, and we'll be back after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'. The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Women don't often talk about thinning hair, but nearly half of all women experience it by as early as age 40. Lord, I'm close. If you're one of them, you know it can feel scary, stressful, and lonely, which only adds to the problem. It's not just genetics. Many factors that you can control play a role in hair growth, like stress and hormones. Nutrafol targets multiple root causes of thinning hair at once. Nutrafol is physician formulated to be 100% drug-free, which is my kind of carrying on. They use natural, clinically effective botanicals for better hair growth through whole body health. On top of thicker, stronger hair without lasers or chemicals, Nutrafol's ingredients may also help you get a handle on better sleep, stress, skin, nails, and libido. Humana. Visit Nutrafol.com and take their hair wellness quiz for customized product recommendations that put the power to grow thicker, stronger hair back in your hands. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and using promo code JXD to get 20% off. This is their best offer available anywhere. Plus, free shipping on every order. Get 20% off at Nutrafol.com, promo code JXD. Their best offer anywhere. 20% off at Nutrafol.com. Nutrafol.com, promo code JXD for hair as strong as you are.
And we're back talking about some TV stuff. So let's start with RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, it'll be very quick, sexy drag queens.
Yeah. When they tweeted hashtag Black Lives Matter the other day, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Little did I know it would be foreshadowing.
Okay.
Because
I was pleasantly surprised.
The queen, La Reina, Jada Essence Hall.
Touch me in the morning.
Yes, won the hearts of America and the crown and the title of America's next drag superstar.
Now, while we did originally predict Gigi, I will say last week we did say they're not going to outdo Jada on the lip sync.
So I laughed because I was proud, but I laughed because I was like, Jada is fucking it up in her living room.
Yes. I mean, wig was blowing, yet not coming off. Okay,
Yeah,
you forgot
not
that
coming
she
off.
had an IKEA bookshelf behind her. She was getting busy on her Wayfair rug, and I was all the way here for it. I was like, yes, fuck it up in Wisconsin. Like, or
Yes.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What's it?
Wisconsin, yeah.
Okay. Don't judge me. But
And then they had the cape thing with the crown on it at the end.
Yeah,
I was like, a winner.
Shaking it.
Winner.
Shaking
Winner. Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the creative performances from Gigi and Crystal. They were really creative. Like
the baby
Crystal
bird and the mother bird.
with the baby bird with the regurgitation, that was gross, but it was so creative,
was
and I was
creative.
like, it was so Crystal. Like she's just so happy to have friends.
People who love her and understand her.
Yeah, because
and
I watched.
I realized too. So remember we were like we didn't understand. Like we knew Gigi was Judy Garland or whatever. She was doing her little. We said Alice in Wonderland, but it was Wizard of Oz. I figured out how that was in the go to bed theme. It was because
she was dreaming.
she was dreaming the whole time, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It took me a little while though.
She's good for a reference, you know.
Yeah, she's good
I
for a
get
good
it.
deep cut, a B cut reference.
Yeah, I was like, all right.
Listen, A for creativity.
Yeah, I loved how she did her own home performance, and that was super creative how she did it.
Yep.
In her bedroom. They showed each other's families. Niggas was lusting over Jada's brother. I didn't see it. I'm sure he was an attractive guy, but he wasn't really for me. He was the trade. But I don't know what the trade in Milwaukee. Actually, that's a lie. I do know. Accountability in 2020. Shout out to Teddy Mellencamp. Yeah. But anywho, Jada Essence Hall won. It was so great because, they filmed 3 versions of them winning.
Right.
And so on YouTube, if you go on RuPaul's Drag Race on YouTube, you could see where Jada saw that she actually won. So it was a Zoom call with the 3 of them, and they all were watching together, and like Jada is the most natural reaction because all the other ones seem a little bit produced and like they knew that they won, but this was like a genuine like, bitch, I won $100,000.
And I'm so happy for her.
They had a quarantine parade for her a couple days after that they had filmed. Like they just drove by her apartment and they had like a ticker tape parade, but from the car.
Yes, I love it.
It was so cute. But that was season 12. I was so entertained. Oh, and Heidi won Miss Congeniality.
Which we knew. Still wanted to blend her chin, but we knew, and I love to see it. We love Heidi no longer in closet, and that's our Kel Queen. I dedicated an entire Patreon episode to her.
You did.
I called it "What the Kel," and I made a dish with 2 different types of Kel, 2 different dishes.
You even shouted out Jada Essence Hall,
and I shouted out Jada Essence Hall
in your newer video.
I've adopted. I have adopted her. I'm a real bitch. I don't debate. I argue, and I have adopted.
Look over there.
Over there. Oh, look over there. I have adopted. I don't recipe. I cook.
Yeah, exactly. She is
merch.
Jada.
Gang.
I really like Jada Essence Hall. At first we did not, but.
It wasn't that we disliked.
It was that one episode.
We just didn't see it for her. Like I just didn't. I didn't see the magic just yet. And I'll acknowledge that. Like, I just didn't see it initially. It was just kind of like, okay, you're a pretty girl. Like, it wasn't like she wasn't ever giving a look. It was just kind of like,
Right.
but, oh, girl, who was that? The pretty girl that everybody loved?
Gigi.
Dahlia.
Oh, Dahlia.
So at first, that's what I was getting. And I hadn't really gotten into the personality yet. It was as the season went on and we were privy to a lot more of Jada that it was like, oh, I really like her.
Yeah. Did you see any of the other looks from the queens from the quote unquote red carpet?
I did not.
RuPaul was in that damn Face Keeney
That
again.
fucking
Now, for the reunion, right? For the reunion, he's dressed in man's clothing.
yeah, but
so I'm like,
he
okay,
can't do his own
fine.
makeup.
But this time, Ru is usually in it's RuPaul, darling. Like
RuPaul put on Andre Leon Talley's cloak and his fucking Zorro mask, Mexican
his
wrestler
Face
mask.
Keeney.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, what? How you gonna take my snack? Oh. What?
What'd she say?
This was yours? Dang. No wonder you trying to keep everything to yourself. I'm like, get your little ass.
Oh my God, do you like my new water bottle?
I do. It's rotund.
Yeah, she's 32 ounces.
Yeah, she's
of this
pretty-
beauty-licious bubble gum. Come on, get this bubble gum. But woo. Yeah, Drag Race. It was such a good season. I loved every bit of it. I loved Jan. Oh yeah, RuPaul and the Face Keeney. I was annoyed by it. Jan had one of the best looks of the night when she gave us Edward Scissorhands.
Oh yes,
Edward
I did
Scissor
enjoy
Jan.
that. Yes, I put my, hate to the side.
Yeah.
And I did. I enjoyed that look. And then Britta just looked like Britta.
Yeah, everybody else looks the same.
Heidi came with her full Lana Turner glam. Very imitation of life.
Yeah.
Like,
Mama, I didn't mean it.
Mama, I didn't mean it, Mama.
Sarah Jane.
When that dude saying to Allie, he goes, I was talking to some of my friends, and they were like, that girl you've been hanging out with, she lives at blah 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 blah. He's like, is it true? She's like, it's what true?
Yeah.
He's like, are you a nigger? And she's like,
Yeah,
no.
She was so distraught and so bad.
No.
And everyone was like,
And he's like, it is true. I'm sorry. That's really actually really poor timing.
Fuck it, it's funny.
Everybody's an imitation of life. Y'all knew what time it was. Y'all knew what time it was.
We gotta put that on Quarantine Blastings. I don't even know why we even think about that.
Oh my God. Can that be the next Quarantine Blastic?
Yeah.
Imitation of life, nigga, because
We gotta find out where to watch it though. And which version. The Lana Turner one?
the Lana Turner one. Duh.
Okay. I'm just saying there's two versions now.
Yeah, the Lana Turner one.
Some people are
I know. I saw the
purists.
other one where she was making pancakes and shit.
Yeah, in the black and white. I was like, no, I'm cool.
That's not really my jam.
Well, we have to find it and watch it. But that's Drag Race season 12.
Yes.
All Stars comes out tonight. We will probably talk about it on Patreon, not here, just because we've done 13 weeks of Drag Race or 14 weeks of Drag Race. It's enough.
We'll spare you all, and the people who actually want to hear it can just go over and listen to it.
Right. And with that being said, we do cover old episodes of Drag Race on Patreon. Yeah, so with that being said, on Patreon, we have old episodes of Drag Race, and we have season 4 up there, and we'll be adding in season 5 soon. And also with quarantine, by the time you're listening to this, a new episode of Quarantine Blastics is on.
Yes, it is.
With Abe. Abe came on the show and watched a horrible
This is
horrible
all XD's
film.
fault. XD is the culprit here.
A horrible film starring, well, I'll just tell you this. It's a movie where Regine Hunter is an agent provocateur because...
I'll just say this. It has appearances by Angie Stone, Kenny Lattimore, Regine Hunter is one of the stars of the movie. And am I missing somebody?
Jackie Long
from ATL, if you do not remember. And so it is a Lifetime Christian movie with production that is probably on the same level, if not literally one step below, of Tyler Perry's Acrimony.
Yeah. So if you were interested in listening to us dissect it and go for the gusto with Abe. Abe is hilarious, by the way. So go check out our Patreon. Again, thank you all who subscribe and continue to subscribe and support us. We thank you. But let's move on to something else that came out this week.
Yes.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get
90 Day Fiancé is back, and it came out early, and we wanted to talk about it. Next week it'll be the same episode because they premiered it early, so we'll talk about something else in lieu of that, but we were so crunk for Christ to talk about it. We wanted to talk about it now because it's some bullshit, let me tell you. And we need some sort of escapism right now because,
we do.
Oh, buddy. This season seems like it's going to be some fuckery.
Yes.
And not as, we'll see. So initial thoughts were, oh, I see they shifted the budget from other 90 Day Fiancé shows to this one because they had to buy a new little kit for Adobe After Effects because they got new graphics. I was like, ooh, it's brighter. I miss the old thing though because it was cute, like them and the little handwritten thing. It was all continuous, and the continuity was.
I
there.
know, but they got them a new audience thanks to like all of the blacks who have been talking about it, and
right. Whatever. I take full responsibility. Jada NXT has been the pioneer in trash television. Like, if
all
it
I'm
were not
saying
for
is,
us.
Love After Lockup came up. I am going to stand in my joy and in my work. Okay, XD and I have worked, and we helped put Love After Lockup on the motherfucking map.
Right. You know what? And to even take it further, that Emmy Leah Remini won for Scientology: The Aftermath, Jada NXT. That's our Emmy.
Also,
that's ours.
That's our Emmy.
We are two producers of the show. Because no, we put the hood onto
Scientology. Give us our credit, we gonna take it.
Exactly. By any means necessary. with that being said,
we should introduce the cast.
Yeah. Do you want to start with the oldies or the newbies?
Let me make sure I have the right ones. Oh, yes. Okay. We can start with the oldies first.
Okay. Well, I do want to say not all of the oldies are in this episode.
Not all of them, no.
The ones that we revisited. Oh, I should say that Paul and Karine are on another episode. They're on another iteration of 90 Day Fiancé on the new season because they have moved to America. He got Karine. Paul got
start
Karine.
with the newbies.
All right, that's fine. Because the old people got the more mess.
Right, exactly.
Because Jenny's gonna be last anyway, so it don't even matter.
Right, Jenny.
Right, because that is a story. Let's start with Ross Matthews. So,
you talking about Mitch?
The what?
You talking about Mitch?
The white gay. Yeah, Mitch. Yeah, Mitch from Modern Family.
Mitch is falling in love with Sofia Vergara.
Yeah. So we have what's his name? Clint. What's his real name? Todd. Thatcher. He has like
oh no. His name is Kenneth.
Kenneth. Okay, so Ken. All right. He is a almost 60-year-old gay hot dad.
Looks great. 57 years old. When he said it, I stopped. I said, "Wait, what?
Right. He looks like a regular white gay who's in their 30s in New York City. He looks really good.
He looks early 40s.
Well,
late 30s,
white
early
gays,
40s.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Avocado. But he looks really good. He has money from property management. And when people say that, I don't really know what that means exactly because I worked in property management and a nigga's poor. So I don't really know what that means. But he has 3 children, 4 adult children, excuse me. Mm-hmm. He was one of those men who wanted to have children, always wanted a family. And because he was gay, he was going to let that stop him. So he turned to science and, went to NASA and, whatever they do and did like a boop, 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 boop. And he ended up with 1 boy and then he tried it again and had triplets.
His homegirl.
Yeah, who, even though her face was blurred out, she definitely looked like the woman who had Michael Jackson's babies.
Oh, for certain. Same wardrobe and everything.
Yeah.
Very
so it could be the same person.
Could be. Maybe,
well, I don't know. His kids are super attractive though. Like everybody in that family was attractive. The little boy, adorable.
They seem well adjusted. You know what
There's
I'm saying?
always a little boy on these shows or a little girl that's like, oh, the one that has the most sense out of everybody.
They said, the little boy said, you want a hamburger or a hot dog? He said, both.
Yeah.
He said, yes.
Yeah.
And
I was like, yes, King.
He was like, yes, I do.
Yeah.
And guess who was getting down on a burger and a hot dog?
Yes. He let them have it. Fuck it up, King. I'm not even mad. So he has found himself in a little bit of a pickle because he is in love with a gentleman named Fine Mexican Man. Armando, fine Mexican baby daddy. hot Mexican daddy. He is an attractive man. I get why they. I get it. He's also a father, Armando. He lives in Mexico. I also want to say that Kenneth lives in St. Petersburg, Florida, which is so interesting because I used to date somebody from St. Petersburg, Florida. And, they're kind of ghetto. Love them down, but, they're ghetto.
I don't know anything about.
So Armando is a something. He has a business of sorts.
Yeah, I just know he said he has a business and he had to give it up so he could move 4 hours away.
And I don't understand why he needed to move 4 hours away.
Probably because his so it was disclosed within their vignette that Armando's. What I gathered from it is that he told his family he's gay, but they don't really want to talk about it. So they don't really address it. They don't really talk about it. And so it is an elephant in the room in their family dynamic. And he is moving 4 hours away and they don't know that he's in a relationship with Kenneth. And so I'm assuming that he's moving so that he doesn't have to directly deal with them on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. Maybe they found a place within Mexico that might be one of the more accepting areas, since it is, the LGBTQIA plus community is not as accepted within the country. So I don't know the reasoning, but those are just some of the things that I've thought about.
But then I had all those thoughts too until. So Kenneth, he needed a little seed money to move. So he decided to sell his home.
Did.
He has an apartment now with his daughter and grandson because they live with him. Mm-hmm. I also felt like she had a breakdown in the park because she was like, my daddy's not taking care of me anymore.
That's exactly what same thoughts.
I lost my babysitter. So
what you mean I can't go to Wednesday night happy hour anymore?
Right. I want to go to Sweaty Black Night, Dad. So he goes and he sells the house, and he says to the realtor that the money is going in his pocket, and then he says, "Well, it's going to Armando."
Yep.
And I'm like, "Doo. What does that mean?" In the words of Jackie Cox, what is this? Like, what is going on?
Because he said Armando has to sell his business and he's going to have to fund them for a while. But
he's perfectly comfortable with doing that, so he says.
But if Armando is selling his business and getting rid of his business, how come he won't be contributing? Just saying.
Oh, and also to make things more interesting, they are 26 years apart.
They sure are.
Don't look it, but they are 26 years apart.
They are. And he looks like Mitchell from Modern Family. And Armando is as beautiful as Sofia Vergara. So.
Yeah. So that's them. I don't have any names for them yet.
No, but they'll come to me.
The two hot dads. We'll see. Then there's Megan the Braces.
Oh yes, the influencer.
Yeah. So this started out interesting because normally is the American who starts off first in this scenario, but no, it is today or this episode. It was a man named Zarin. I think that's his name. Yazan. Yazan is also hot.
Extended definition of hot varies.
He's a hot Arab man.
He was a handsome man.
He's hot.
He's a handsome young man.
And he starts off by saying, he tells us he lives in Jordan, the country Jordan. Arabic. He has a degree. Excuse me. He has a degree in mechanical engineering. However, he's very close to his family. I'm not going to tell his occupation just yet. He's with his family a lot. Only problem is he's in love with somebody named Michelle. I think that's her name. And she lives in
Brittany, but it might as well be Michelle.
And she lives in Florida too, I believe.
Yes, Palm Beach.
Palm Beach. He's like really tall and dark and quiet, and he just seems like a real like easygoing guy. And there we meet Brittany,
the influencer.
Brittany the braces. Okay.
Oh, and her reason for keeping her braces is quite fascinating.
Yeah. So Brittany is she's how would you describe her?
She's a hustler. She's a hustler, baby. Nigga
X
she's
about
hustle,
her.
man. Okay, she does everything except carry jewelry around in a coat. She
doesn't sell like fragrances in the back of her car that we know of.
She's a model. DK.
Most importantly, she's a rapstress.
That's what I was saving for last.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
She is a rapstress. Now, is she any good? That's up to interpretation. Because what is good?
I'll just say this. Do you all remember when your homegirl from City Girl, JT, you all remember when JT was incarcerated, and there was a young lady by the name of Young Miami who was holding the crew down, and niggas came at her neck and would say, "Oh, but she can't rap. JT is the rapstress of this duo." I say all that to say this young lady raps worse than Young Miami.
Yeah. She also,
she's spit bars on the show.
Sure. Like she's no Baby Nuck at all.
Oh, she's no Lamar.
By far.
She's no Lamar.
But she has a way with men. She likes to date older men, older establishment. She said in the past she started dating men who are around her age. They didn't do anything for her. And then she said she started dating more established men. And when she said that, the picture started changing to when she was just out with white men.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, girl, that's all you had to say. Well, when I started dating white men, that's when my life changed.
And
she also has a Anna Nicole Smith complex.
Yeah.
She'll date them diapers to diapers as long as they got money. And the oldest nigga she dated, DK, is 83.
She also said she keeps her braces. This was disturbing. She keeps her braces because a lot of the older men that she dates like the aesthetic.
Which is weird and pedophilic.
Baby, that's I don't like. Do you realize that is a problem?
Like, that is strange. And like, I get kinks, I get fetishes, I get that. But
that's what we'll call her, Black Anna.
Yeah, Black Anna. Blana.
Blana.
Yeah.
Little Blana.
Little Blana. With her little Prince of Egypt. Yeah, that's it so far. She got her daddy weird too. He had a nervous laughter. He just laugh and smile at everything. Yeah. I'm like, it could be a whole like World War 17 outside. He's just gonna be outside smiling. So
she's a daddy's girl. She got some kind of weird. It's a weird. Tristan came in while I was watching it, and he was like, she got a complex, and then walked out.
Yeah, she does. Mm-hmm. Another new couple who I am interested to see in the full season because she goes full Karen.
Ariella?
Yeah. Fake Meghan Trainor.
And ASAP Capoeira.
Yeah, ASAP Capoeira. So fake Meghan Trainor is one of them people who are like, they take one European vacation or whatever, all of a sudden they're motherfucking world travelers and shit, like they fucking Magellan or whatever.
Did you see where this bitch had fucking vacation locks or some shit in her head?
Yeah, I
when
did.
She was in the water.
All women go to south of the border and they get Bo Derek braids, and I just don't understand why.
They do get Bo Derek braids, beads at the end, but these were like vacation locks, like they were.
Mm-hmm. Like she had like Marley twist. It was wild.
It was weird.
I know
your hair knotting up.
Right, so she is one of those like hippie free girls or whatever. She was married and it didn't work out. Then she met her nigga on a random trip. She's probably on Twitter and followed like secret air fights or whatever and found a cheap ticket to Ethiopia and went. And while she was kicking in Ethiopia all by herself, she met a nigga named Button Ben something with a B. So
Button Man. His name was Bounty Killer.
Yeah, Benjamin Button. Biniam. Yeah, he does a lot. Anything that has to do with the high kick is his thing. Anything with the high kick is his shtick, right? So he's like a rapper, performer, dancer, ballet. He's a multi-something threat. He also has hair. And all of a sudden, 3 months later, after kicking it,
not hair.
Yeah, after 3 months, after kicking it, she found herself in the family way. So,
Yeah, she was in the class and Lamaze, and they were sitting around talking about their experiences. She's like, well, I have a unique experience because I'm going to go have my baby in Ethiopia. And I don't have a really high tolerance for pain, and there's no epidurals in the entire country. So I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right. Mama said she was like, as soon as she felt she was pregnant, she came back to the States for prenatal care. I was like, oh, okay. I see the type of woman you are.
Yeah, you can't hold it down. You ain't no ride. You a ride-or.
Right. Me.
Right.
So, and what killed me is that they had that judgmental black woman who looked like who looked like Big Mary Jane, and she was like mom to be like, bitch, who the fuck does this?
She's like, I admire it, but couldn't be me.
Yeah. And I was like, I know that ain't her friend. It's just a random girl from the Lamaze class.
Just to add some diversity.
Yeah. But I was like, it feels like Ariella would want to be her friend, but the black lady would be like, "Who is this?"
Yeah. Because she'd be like, "Yeah, this is me in my hijab when I was out in." And it's like, girl, why are you showing me all of these things with your crochet twists and your hijabs and all of trying to show me that you white and worldly?
Right. Also, I want to point out the fact that in the last episode with Brittany, she's planning on moving to Jordan.
Yes.
And in this scenario, Mama's planning to move to Ethiopia.
Yes. And have the baby there.
And last but not least, Jenny and Samit are back.
Oh, Devin and Jihoon.
They weren't in this episode.
Oh, they weren't in this episode. You're right.
No.
Yes, Jenny and Samit.
Jenny and Samit, because there's I think there's two other couples we haven't met yet.
Okay.
Outside of Devin and Jihoon.
You're right.
So, Jenny and Samit had the biggest story last season. She got catfished twice.
Mm-hmm.
And she had to get sent back because Samit was married in an arranged marriage and didn't want to tell her, and they showed up, and then her life was in danger. She had to come back to India. Come back to America.
Because they showed up as a squad, gang to her apartment in India and was like, "Hello, Jenny."
Yeah. Hello, Jenny. And I feel like they were the most polite to her when they met her. I know they were like,
they were.
Is this right? Samit? Okay, that's fine. So let me tell you what's going on.
So
and
here's
they were so polite. Right? You're gonna go home. Yeah. You're gonna go home. Right. We don't want your lily whiteness here.
No.
Okay. And I'm sure they offered her tea.
You know
what I mean? I'm sure they were the most polite people.
They were. We brought a pleasant chai masala. Go ahead and warm up the water, Jenny.
Right. like we got to talk.
we got. Let's catch up.
Yeah. Right. So Jenny is back in Palm Springs. She's living with her other daughter, the non-lesbian one.
No, the lesbian one.
She was living with the other daughter. The lesbian one showed up at the gym, which I thought was like, okay, why would you bring the lesbians to the gym to work out? That's super stereotypical.
They're married.
But whatever. I know. Remember, she has two daughters, so she's living with the daughter that has the grandkids.
No, she has one daughter, and she calls her daughter-in-law her daughter.
She has two kids. She has grandchildren that she was staying with. In the beginning, when she comes into the first scene, she said, "I was living with my daughter and my two grandsons," and she shows them.
Yeah, don't the lesbian couple got kids?
No, that's a completely different person. It's a completely different person. We don't see the other daughter that we met last season with her wife until they go to the gym.
Right.
Which I'm telling you, there is a completely other person that we met.
Where? What?
Well, she didn't have a commercial. She didn't have like a confessional or anything. She's just saying, "I'm living with my daughter and my grandkids."
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and we had saw this other daughter before in the very, very first episode of last season, but nothing ever came of it.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm so thrown off.
Yeah, go back and watch. There's two different people.
Okay, but the lesbian, but doesn't the lesbian couple have kids too?
I don't know about all that.
I think they do.
I don't know.
And
yes, she does. Her daughter has kids. Yes. Yeah. But I'm saying like there's another daughter because I remember just making the comment of like, oh, all of her kids are like brown, because the lesbian daughter.
Yeah, it's evident.
Is Latino, a Latina.
You are the most gringo ass nigga.
Latina. I don't know. Anyway.
our Latino brothers and sisters, just laugh at him, okay? Like he's.
I'm also VVV medicated right now. So how I'm getting through this is
same. I ate a cookie and
I'm on a mood stabilizer because the world is crazy, is wild. So I needed something too. Well, it's more of like anxiety. Like, is the corona gonna enter my house or the police? So that's what I'm kind of like.
Those are valid thoughts.
I was like, oh, I need to pop this white woman pill, and so that's where I am. That's why I'm a little more talkative today than normal.
That's probably why. I think never mind. So yes. So okay. Anyway, after all of that confusion, because I too am high, Jenny is having a conversation with her daughter-in-law and her daughter, and they're at the gym. She's boxing, and they're like, "So listen, so bust it. We understand that you're going back to India." No, she told them in that conversation she was going back, and they were like, "We love you and support you, but if this shit goes down again, we no longer support you.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want no parts anymore. Because A, you living with us, so we get involved. And B, like, it's some fuckery, and it's toxic. Because they look like they have a very healthy relationships from what I see on the TV.
Yeah. Absolutely. And so Jenny, decides to be like, you know what, you're right. So she calls Samit on Skype.
This is very much a situation of the grandma's the baby, because Jenny is just not too bright. Like,
I don't even know it's the fact that she's not bright. It's just, I think loneliness is a hell of a disease, and it can make you do some things that. That's why all these men be, stalking older women, exploiting them, taking their money because they're lonely. Like, Jenny said, fuck her retirement, fuck my Social Security. I am moving to India to be with this man to start my life over, who has catfished me once before. Right. And she's willing to do it again. She's 62.
Uncle finessed an old lady out of over $10,000 out of her bank account, and that lady died.
And that's fucking wild. Like, that, like, they are. Excuse me. I get it. You don't want to go through life alone. You've had your life. You probably got divorced and you're ready to start love again. And it's just like, yeah, I'm 62, nigga. I'm about to die at some point. Your mortality is hitting you in the face, and so you're just like, I want to spend the rest of my life happy with somebody.
Can I just?
You want companionship. And so some people will spare no expense to get that, unfortunately. And I think that's what Jenny is like. All these people, really, they are sparing no expense for their own happiness because loneliness is that much of a motherfucker.
It's a hell of a drug.
Right. And I'm like, love, I get it, but I feel like there's also some other stuff there.
This is true.
But that's it for so Jenny calls Samit on Skype, and it's just like, I want to see the receipts. Show me the receipts, nigga, whatever. At least tell your parents that I'm coming and put them on Skype. And he was like, you want to talk to my parents?
Because she was like, are you telling the truth? Like, because you told me this date and this date, and then now you telling me this and this.
Oh. Speaking of that, you were on the right track. I forgot that part. Because something kicked up in my spirit. Because she was like, you told me 2 dates. Because, of course, you have to pay to get a divorce or whatever. And he was like, after the second payment in November, that's my last hearing, is done with. He said, no, that November 29th date is my hearing to go to court. Apparently, his wife had charges filed against him.
Oh, they said that last season.
And I quote by Jenny, Oh, really?
Yeah, they said that
I thought,
last season.
I thought they were going to charge him for that whole thing with Jenny.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. But I know they mentioned it last time.
Right. So she keeps saying that, like, oh, she as his wife is saying that he treated her bad. And so, but I'm like, what does that mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, was he abusive?
They're trying to say he was abusive.
And a part of me feels like that isn't outside of a realm of possibility.
Well, no, okay, so last season they said if you don't stay with her, like her family and all them, if you don't stay with her, we're going to tell the police you abused her. You don't remember that?
When they showed up to the house.
Yeah. That's where my skepticism comes in, because they were like, if you try to divorce her, and leave her for this white woman, we're gonna tell the police that you abused her, because then if they tell the police he abused her, then his charges would be even worse.
Got it. Okay, you're right. Damn. Well, either way, he leaves on Skype to go get his parents to see if they'll even talk to her. Mm-hmm. And that's where we end the episode.
He says I'll try. And that's when I was like, but you could see all in this nigga's face that he was lying up there looking like a little Ewok. He was like, you wanna talk to my family.
And something tells me she's gonna find her way in India again without the proof that she needs.
Exactly. And her daughter's gonna abandon her and
we're gonna be back
she gonna
to
end up
square
living in
motherfucker
Venice.
one.
That's all I'm
on
saying.
The beach. Right. Well, that's the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of TV. A lot at once. Let's take a break. We'll be back after these messages.
What?
After these messages, we'll be right back.
And we're back. Talking about racism. Talking about racism.
Jaden next Easter.
So, I got a friend. I'm sorry, somebody DM me. I got a friend who needs your help with the housing search if you can. He's going to hit you. I guess, girl, I don't work at that shit no more. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't know. Anyway, we decided to do the ABCs of racism.
Sure did.
Because it's so prevalent and so pervasive and just at every fingertip and every taste bud, it's everywhere. And so why not just dissect it? Would you like to begin, Jade of all Jades?
Sure. A is for apathy.
Yeah, because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's for complete apathy and indifference for the lives of Black people. You know, it comes in various forms, such as calling us POCs.
Mm-hmm.
Say Black.
You know, I had to learn that, like, yeah, I call myself rather, like, you know, pretty aware and learned and all that. I was like, POC, what the fuck is that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am Black.
Some people say we got a lot of malice. Some say it's a lot of love.
I'm black. And I know, you know, some of my good Hotep brothers and sisters say, don't call me black. I am a person of the sun. And that's,
I used to say that.
and while I, you know, agree it's a form of fashion.
I'm the person of the sun. I am of Ra.
I am a Moor.
Yeah, that's what it used to be.
I am the descendant of Noah, Moses.
I am the descendants of Moses and Mumia.
Yeah. What was the black son's name? Was it Moore? What was the name? What was the name?
I can't remember now. You know, my Hotep days are past me.
Moses Black Son. To Google Moses Black Son. Jeshua? No, what was it?
Oh, Yeshua.
Yeshua?
Oh. Zipporah, you mean? Oh, that's his
Dante.
wife.
Lakeith? What is it?
He has so many.
Darius. Maybe a Jamal?
I don't remember. I can't seem to find it right now.
Hold on, I'm gonna see. Was it Moses or Noah?
I'll say probably Noah.
It was Noah because it was the ark, right? Ham.
Mm-hmm.
I am a descendant of Ham. I am the people.
Oh,
of
Shem. Because of Shem and Ham.
Yes.
Shem, Ham, and Hapeth or whatever. Hapeth.
I'm
right?
a descendant of Ham. I am a person of the sun. I am not black. I'm like, I'm all that, but I'm black. And happy to be such. They're like, do you understand that black is associated with negativity? I do, but I choose to turn it into positivity, my nigga. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. But we can burn this incense and, you know,
keep the party going.
Meditate. So yes, A is for apathy. It's for the indifference and the apathy that white people like to display for black lives.
Yeah.
Take the next one.
You know, B is for bigot, or bigotry. I mean, I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory, you know. You know, go back to your country and those type of things. Just even saying all lives matter is bigotry. But
yeah, it is.
You know, that kind of thing.
Blue lives
pretty
matter.
Easy squeezy. You know, pretty things that you pretty all much know. Yeah, you want to take C?
C is for civil war, which is what we are having right now. It's what's going on. If you all remember the actual, you know, back in our days a little bit.
Oh yes, the war between the states.
For 6 days, and so, you know, it's for the civil war that's happening right now. We are never going to tell anybody how to react to anger and frustration for what they're dealing with in society, for what we all deal with as black people in society. I remember a bitch followed me at the Cracker Barrel. No pun / pun intended. And
I was to say, girl.
The barrel of
it's the namesake, girl.
Right. She followed me, kept asking me if I needed help. And I'm like, no, bitch, I don't need any more help. And I'm not stealing from your country-ass store. I would just like to buy this Checkers rug in peace. So, anyway, it's for the Civil War that's happening right now. Our brothers and sisters are frustrated. And what you're seeing is a result of the frustration of a system that has continued to fail black people. And so
continued has been, wasn't meant for
hates,
set
up for failure,
refuses to aid. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, all that. Go ahead, take D, friend.
Diaspora.
Yeah.
Racial oppression spans all over the diaspora, not just here in America, Police brutality is all over, and especially mistreatment of Black people.
Mistreatment of Black people especially.
So, mistreatment of brown people. It's just people of the diaspora have all had run-ins with whiteness that are not good.
Mm-hmm. Whiteness.
Yes, whiteness is so pervasive that it
we know what our
encompasses all of
Afro-Trinidadians
us.
deal with. We know what our Afro-Dominicans deal with, and we know what our Haitians deal with from some of our Dominicans. It's just problems stem across the board, across the diaspora. So D is for diaspora.
Yeah, I could take E if you'd like me to.
Please, yes, by all means.
Sure. E is for economic disparity. Because why? We make less on the dollar than anybody else. And Black women who make even less. So
for all the white women who want to say, oh, hey, we are all feminists, and feminists, we stand together because women make more money. But Black women make even less money.
Pay me what you want me. Don't act like you forgot. Bitch better have my money. Bitch better have my money.
yes, even less money, and also, less economic opportunities when it comes to like business ownership, educational resources, that sort of thing. And they always want to boil it down to, well, you have affirmative action, but affirmative action was for white women. So it didn't help us really. So it's kind of like, well, eat that.
Yeah.
But yeah, economic disparity. We is Poe. Sorry. Patricia O'Connell said we was asset poor. I was like, you right, queen. She said that in Black Sexual Politics.
Oh, shit. F is for fuck 12.
Yup.
Because it's plain and simple and right there. It was a system that was never set up to serve and protect people, to serve and protect Black people. And it was only set up to set us up for failure. You know what I'm saying? It stems from origins of the KKK and all types of things. And that's exactly what these niggas are. Modern day hooded individuals who are out here to terrorize and destroy the lives of Black people. And, even in 2020, it's crazy to think that these niggas are still dressing up in sheets and parading around on horses. And you know what? They do it in broad the fuck daylight. So, fuck 12.
I came up and so could you. And fuck the boys in blue. Fuck them all. Fuck 12, fuck 12. Fuck 12.
Which is some brazen audacity.
B is for brazen audacity.
Just because. But yeah. G is for go back to your country.
But we didn't ask to be here, nigga. Go back to yours.
Right. Plymouth Rock landed on me, nigga. Damn.
Go back to your country. This is not your land.
Right.
But you all decided to snatch those pages right out of the fucking history books. I want to hear you say it. This is not your land. You are a foreigner here.
Let me tell you something. I haven't really been laughing much outside of on the internet, but there was one tweet that sent me over the edge. And it is when they showed the Amish people protesting, and they were like, well, how'd they know? Who told them about racial inequality?
They don't have no phone.
They don't who informed them about Mr. Floyd?
Wait.
Who informed them?
Wait, the Amish was protesting?
Yes, they had signs. Where did they get paper?
They got paper, nigga. They made
it.
Yo, so let me tell you something. I have always bigged up Amish food. Okay, their butter.
They make fabulous bread.
Nigga, their mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Now
but it was just so funny because it was just like, well, how
we're not going to ignore that, you know, some of the early Dutch are brazenly responsible for a big chunk of this slavery business. But if the Amish are protesting in our honor, then we're going to go ahead. But how did they know?
Yeah, see what I mean? It fucks you up every time you think about it. Like, well, who told y'all?
I love black people. Because black people come with like the smoothest, funniest responses. Well, how do they know? Or again, one of my favorites of all time. I need an RN to please respond to this. I'm a real nigga. What's wrong?
Yeah.
The what's wrong is what sends me every time.
Yes, what's wrong?
Woo, shit. Oh, God. But yes, go back to your country. We didn't ask to be here. Go back to your country. Maybe we should all do that and leave the indigenous to try to rebuild without your coming and intervening and snatching things away like you all like to do, you pasty toddlers. Take the next one.
The next one, H is for hashtags. Too many hashtags with names in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's true.
Yeah.
I is for I don't see color. That is a problem. Because if you don't see color, then you don't see what's happening to black people across this country. You don't see, I saw a troll arguing online. This is what I get for dipping my big toe in the comment section and reading what's going on. I seen a troll who tried to come across as just ignorant in general. Oh, well, I'm not understanding how this is a racial issue. And it was black and white people responding like, girl,
right.
This man was killed because he was a black man and was falsely accused, first of all, of something. And then on top of that, they used excessive force because he is a black man. And then a white man spoke up and said, I was accused one time of having fraudulent money, counterfeit money. And it's a joke I tell at dinner parties. And people were like, how do you not see? And she's like, I'm still not seeing. Did the cop say I'm doing this because he's black? And just kept doing it. And I was like, stop reading this. Because a person you can't get sucked into that shit. A person like that.
You gotta unplug, and you can't entertain that kind of nonsense.
Absolutely.
Those are the type of people that don't want to learn, that have
It's willful ignorance.
Yeah.
So I is for I don't see color. If you don't see color, then you don't see the struggle that black people are dealing with. And that is a problem. And so you need to see color so that you can get on the right side of history. Yeah, bitch.
People, look around you. Open your eyes and see what kind of world this could be.
Yeah, bitch.
You want me to take J?
Yeah. Take it.
J is for Black Joy.
Yeah.
Because even in times of distress, we all deserve to have it in some form or fashion. Whatever that joy looks like for you, nigga, if it includes buying a Nintendo 64 or whatever it is you niggas are playing with these days, if it includes
Nintendo Switch.
What's the Switch? What's the game everybody's playing? Animal Crossing. If it includes that, if it includes, buying yourself a couple pieces of furniture to set up a nice comfy corner in your home, because that's what I'm in the middle of doing. Yeah. Whatever that little bit of joy looks like for you, if it includes making my recipes, because I'm still going to continue to bring them to you all, because that is a little bit of black joy that we get to have in a time like this. Whether it includes you tuning into other creatives, Santana's putting out content, XD is putting out content, Jaden XD's putting out content, The Read is putting out content, The Friend Zone is putting out content. You got numerous platforms across the board. You've just got all kinds of black joy exhibited, and it is
take
okay
advantage,
to have moments.
soak it up.
Yes. So I just want to throw that in there. J is for joy, specifically black joy.
For joy, black joy. It's something that you can't take away from us either.
That's it. We're going to laugh at ourselves before you can laugh at us.
Oh, speaking of which,
spend that shit, and then we're going to laugh at you, and you're going to make you feel bad about yourself. And it's fine.
Speaking of which, K is for Kendall Jenner, because, she ended racism a couple years ago with Pepsi.
Well, what happened?
Remember she had a commercial? She gave Pepsi cans to the police
I remember,
officers.
but I'm saying what happened since then? Since she ended racism?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. It's a journey.
Hiccup.
Yeah,
just a little hiccup.
But she's a pioneer. She also threw the first brick at Stonewall.
Oh my God, she did. She was March Johnson. Which, by the way, happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. It's no coincidence that people are fighting injustice during Pride Month, which was led by a fierce black queer woman,
Marsha P. Johnson.
I think it's about time the gay brothers and sisters got their rights, and especially the women.
How will this affect you and your job?
Darling, I don't have a job. I'm on welfare. I have no intention of getting a job as long as this country discriminates against homosexuals.
Oh, man.
Fierce queen of first stoles.
Yeah. Also, I was going to say, you all should watch The Queen. They finally put it on Netflix. A 1968
What's
show.
that?
1968, iconic piece of queer cinema.
I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, it talks about even racial disparities in the queer pageantry circuit in 1968. So, shit is...
I believe it, because some of these white gays be acting up.
Oh, shout out to the listener who emailed us that thorough investigative reports on Gigi Good.
Thank
you.
I missed that. What happened?
Oh, go read it, girl. We don't have time to talk about it on the show. But
okay, all right.
Thank you.
Oh, Lord. Are we about to write off Gigi Good?
P, you could make that determination.
Got you. Heard you.
But,
say less. I'll take L.
Okay.
L is for what blacks have been taking for centuries, and what L also stands for what whites need to start taking now. Okay? When you all are getting called out for your hashtag activism and, or your indifference, your apathy, as we discussed in A, take the L. And when you hear your fellow white brethren and sistren speaking ill or ignorantly take the L and speak the fuck up, because this is your battle to fight. We gonna fight it. We're tired though. We shouldn't have to fight it. We're going to fight it. We're gonna continue to fight it. But it is your battle. Your people did this. I don't want to hear shit about I'm not responsible for what my ancestors did. Okay, well, bitch, I'm still paying for what your ancestors did. So guess what? Get in line, and all I'm telling you to do is to get on the right side. It's not that fucking difficult.
Yeah.
And fuck Meghan McCain.
Oh yeah, she could be M. Meghan McCain. Fuck her.
Fuck her. Meghan McCain gonna say. Now this has been a tweet that has.
Oh, that tweet got me.
Meghan McCain gonna say, "My neighborhood in Manhattan has been eviscerated with looting by the riots, whatever." This comedy writer is gonna speak up and say, "Meghan, we live in the same building. I went outside and it's fine." When I tell you that took me out. That took me out. And then somebody else said, "Oh, that reminds me of one of my favorite tweets." And it wasn't Meghan McCain. It was another stick in the ass up white woman who tweeted a picture of like a bottle of Remy, like a fifth of Remy on on Park Avenue by itself, and it was like, "De Blasio, the homelessness and litter in this city is out of control." Was it Laura Ingraham? It might have been her.
One of them white women.
Anyway, take in.
It is for NARC because there have been some people, including our own, who have been leaking things to the feds. Also, like Lana Del Rey, who, fuck her, by the way.
What that bitch do now? Besides,
just continuation from last week.
Oh.
Well, she was also posting videos of like protesters and showing their faces and stuff. And Kalani was like, "Bitch, what the fuck are you doing?"
I'm sorry. Why was? Oh, really? Narc.
You know they don't know how to protest. Remember on the Carmichael show when Loretta Devine taught us how to protest, she said the young people don't know how to protest. But she had to get her civil rights outfit on.
She did. She got it all the way together.
My civil rights look. She was like, they ain't got no songs or nothing. Oh,
they do have
Lord.
songs now. They be like, what they say? They were like, SMD or suck my dick, said something outside of the truck.
Girl, the last time I went protesting, they played "Booty Me Down." I was like, all right. so like, last time I protested in Brooklyn, damn it.
Oh, shit.
Take it back. We were protesting for, I think, Mike Brown. I was like, oh, goodness. Anywho.
O is for oppression. Obvious, it's the system we live in. The system is set up to oppress us. And O is also for overcome, because we shall.
Yeah.
After we burn this motherfucker down.
All's my life I has to fight, nigga. All's my life hard times like, yeah. Bad trips like, yeah. Nazareth, I'm fucked up, homie, you fucked up. But if God got us, then...
Yeah, we'll overcome at some point.
But it's for oppression, because the system is oppressive as fuck to black people.
I just don't want people to think that change is going to happen overnight.
No, I really hope not.
I don't want people I don't want people to be disillusioned that, protesting is a lot of hard work, and it is, but so is organizing and the follow through. And
if I may plug Getting Grown, we had Brittany Packnett on the Brittany Packnett Cunningham on the episode in which she spoke about protesting being a necessary component in raising awareness against the system, but also, yes, like you said, that follow through, putting those policies into place that are gonna try to help to change things, to make things better. But if you are disillusioned and think something is getting ready to happen tomorrow because, we're rising up right now, then baby, I admonish you to go read some history books and look at what was going on in the 60s, because it didn't look too much different. And it is a long fight and battle that we are still having. The whole reason this is happening right now is because it is clear that the system is still against us. So, like XD said, nothing is getting ready to happen overnight, but that doesn't mean that we stop. Even though the system was set up against us, it doesn't mean that we do not speak up and let our voices be heard on why that is a problem.
Let's take a break, and we'll be back after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Everybody all around the world, stand up, oh my brother.
And we're back. You want to take P, or you want me to take P?
P is for privilege, which goes back to what we were saying earlier about whites, making sure that you all know that your privilege is necessary, okay? Do not be allies, be accomplices. You need to stand up, not even next to us, in front of us. It is your duty to speak up to your white counterparts, whether those be relatives, whether those be colleagues, whether those be happy hour friends, whatever. You need to speak up to your white counterparts who are contributing to the problem within this society. And that is your cross to bear. I'm sorry.
I was waiting. And I knew that was gonna come up at some point. I was like, "You're gonna make a reference to this movie at some point."
Cross to Bear is the movie that XD made me suffer through for Patreon.
You enjoyed it. Listen,
did I? Enjoyed it.
You were entertained.
Take the next one. Q.
Okay. Q is for questioning your local authorities and leaders. What are they going to do moving forward? How are they going to hold the local, police precincts accountable? Going to, and I haven't done this in a long time, but when I was doing social work, I had to go to the police precinct, like community board meetings. Because we wanted our presence to know so that we could work on this relationship with people who are living with mental health issues, and so that when we had issues for like emotional distress, that they came in with the right knowledge and sensitivity as opposed to what they do now. And that's a part of, again, protesting is a component, but I think again part of organizing is questioning, and I hate this goes back to voting, and I don't want it to be that kind of conversation, like you need to vote or whatever. No, but you do need to, there needs to be sort of in your local municipality getting involved and being the change that which you want to see. But
honestly, no, that's where it needs to start. I mean, yes, we don't want to be that, but also, yes, we need to vote on a local level. We need to understand who our local politicians are so that we can press for
and especially judges
issues locally so that, yeah.
And, judges, councilmen, like they're councilwomen, it's all important. especially if you want to change the neighborhood in which you want to, in which you live in. And especially now, a lot of us who live in gentrified neighborhoods, it's more important for us to taking account of what's happening in the neighborhood so that we can, restructure it to where it benefits everybody. You know what I mean? So,
again, whites, y'all want to gentrify neighborhoods? Come in and actually be a part of the neighborhood. See what's going on. See what's going on with your local politics and how that is influencing your black neighbors that you have already imposed upon.
The city's still filling up with those who dance off beat. More than 140 characters and all of them weak. They walk by low eye, act like they can't speak. They walk dogs. When I say that, I don't mean they feet. That's because they scared of their neighbors, them they don't want to meet. But anyway, this third generation.
Would you like to take R?
Sure. Racial epithets. So, like, a good portion of racism is all the name calling. And I got to be honest with you, some of them are funny.
We had to sprinkle some J-Nex steel.
Some of because gator bait and moon cricket are one of the greatest things I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, what? White people were in their bag when they invented moon cricket. Like, what?
Just be saying shit, nigga. Just be saying shit.
Just be like, whoa.
Moon cricket.
Like, what the fuck?
Nick.
Gator chip. Like, what the fuck?
I've never even heard that one.
We were watching something. Chris Rogers and I were watching something, and they had said it in the movie, and we were just like, "What? Oh, it's that damn Hitman 3 game he was playing, and it's based in the '60s about racism." And so, well, first of all, why do you have a game set during civil rights? Like, what the fuck? We're supposed to play a game to escape reality. But
I know that's like when I'm cooking and I had to go buy some molasses, and what's the label called? Plantation. I got the nerve to have a little slave shack on the damn. I got a little fucking got a fucking plantation on the fucking bottle.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Take S.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take S. S is for space. A lot of times in protesting spaces, they're co-opted by other groups, and that's what we have seen a lot of with rioting. A lot of these aren't black protesting. Now, don't get me wrong, with looting and stuff, I mean, if it is us, I don't give a shit about all that, but I also know that a lot of it has been agitated by other groups, also by the police who are looting and doing things and blaming it on black people. So, there's a lot of times people co-opt and take our space in every facet of life. Right. In every facet of our lives, but definitely in this organization space, folks need to listen to the people who are oppressed and not make concessions for them on their behalf. Like, I see oftentimes when there's a celebrity who, like, if there's a white celebrity who says something racist and then they apologize and then their white fans are like, we accept your apology. Who are you? People do it with gay shit all the time. Like, oh, we accept your apology. Like, ain't no queer person said that, or any other time. But, people now is the time to listen to the people who are oppressed, who are the central focus right now, which are black people. And don't take up space. And a lot of times people take up space by just talking too damn much and not necessarily listening, not necessarily overdoing and leading and doing this, but, just talking, overstepping, thinking they're being helpful by over-explaining when in fact you're doing more of a harm than good. So let's not co-op spaces when it comes to progressing. So, you could take T.
T is for Take Back the Night.
Yeah.
Which is what we're trying to do. And also what we do with our comedy, you know, with our sense of humor. You talked about the racial epithets. Nigga, don't get mad at it, Moon Cricket. Laugh at it. That shit is funny as fuck. And whoever said it is stupid. Like,
right.
You know, I told you
This shit is
all, I will
funny.
forever stand behind that story where that white girl called me a nigger. And, you know, one of her legs was longer than the other one, and I called her Inch for the rest of the school year. Ruined her life.
Oh, my God.
But I did it in such a smooth way. I could have punched her right in her face, but I said, let's leave a long-lasting mark on your complete self-esteem and soul. So T is for Take Back the Night.
It's your ass, but you might take it to court. Hey, tell me why you mad, cause I'm flexing and you blow. Hey, tell me why you mad, cause you can't buy it too slow. Hey, tell me why you mad, cause I'm mismatching designer. Hey, tell me why you mad, cause the Maybach station.
Do you want to take you?
U is for police union. So again, our conversation with Brittany Packnett Cunningham was very, very useful on Getting Grown, and she spoke about a lot of the issues with getting these cops convicted properly is because of the amount of money that the police union has, which in turn give them an incredible amount of power, obviously based on the system that we live in. And so our duties now are to really look into these policies. There's been policies created by Campaign Zero and so forth that speak directly to sheriffs and sheriff departments and mayors about how to get some of these laws changed. And it's just a little bit of information. Look into these police unions and see how much power they really, really hold and why things are the way that they are. It's important that we keep ourselves informed. And so I wanted to put police U is for police unions.
Absolutely.
Because these
And
unions have such a stronghold in protecting. Go ahead.
No, we've learned that in the Scientology episode when we learned that Scientologists pay LAPD an exuberant amount of money every year in donations, which clearly, you know what that means. If there's a donation, there's always going to be I scratch your back, you scratch mine. And yeah, so it's like, you know, you see that happening.
Oh, yeah. Take V.
V is for vengeance. Niggas are mad. People are mad. People are upset and they want revenge. They want vengeance. They want to feel like they matter. They want to feel like we are heard. We want justice by any means necessary. And we're going to get it.
Oh, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Oh, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Oh, no, the fight's out. I'm about to punch your lights out.
That's it. W is for white supremacy. White supremacy does not have to look like a swastika, a weird haircut, a march with tiki torches. It doesn't have to be as blatant as that, because white supremacy is defined as you thinking that you are more important because of the color of your skin and your heritage. And we see that. It can come in very dangerous forms, such as that bitch in Central Park that we talked about who got her fucking dog job and rights to attend Central Park taken away from her. Good. That we also she needs to be charged with attempted murder, but that's another conversation. But we see it, that is white supremacy. This is a bitch who had the nerve to say, I voted for Obama. I am a liberal. I am a feminist. All of these things that are supposed to be labeled as these like honorable things, right? But no, she displayed a healthy dose of white supremacy and privilege and thinking that she didn't have to follow rules that a black man asked her to follow, and then turned around and lied and tried to put this man's life in danger. So white supremacy can look like many things. Make sure you check yours. Would you like to take X?
Sure. I could take X and Y. X is for xenophobia. We have arguably the most xenophobic sitting president. Xenophobia is this whole idea, the fear of the unknown, fear of that's foreign to you. And this fear turns into anger and hate and resentment for no fucking reason, which has incited, racism, this whole idea of fear of othering of each other. This idea of like, I won't be better than the other person. Kind of like this whole rioting with all these blacks coming out and be like, you need to stop rioting. We have our businesses. Stop tearing up our own city or whatever. When it's just kind of like, why are you all protecting, the pillars of capitalism? But either way, I think
or
that
Shekinah, who defended an entire racist brand.
Yeah, right. My point, and I just feel like people are comfortable with being ignorant, because not being ignorant requires work, and so that's where xenophobia comes in, because it's easier to be that way. It's a fucked up thing to be, and you shouldn't be that. And I get it. Knowledge is power. This idea of like, when you know better, you do better. And most people don't know better. So
shout out to Tory Lanez.
And then why is my favorite? Yacubian audacity.
Mind your business, bitch. Mind your business, bitch. Mind your business, bitch. Mind your business, bitch. We ain't with that friendly shit. That friendly shit. That friendly shit.
Or also known as caucasity.
Yeah. White people, man, y'all have the most, because there's light skin audacity, which is a lot too. But there's
yes, it is.
Which we will talk about another time, maybe on Juneteenth. But
yes, we will.
But we
one day we'll do the ABCs of mulattoism.
Yeah, of colorism, right?
The ABCs of colorism,
right? Hey, Addie. But white people have the brazen audacity to like come up with things that come out of their face, like the go back to your country, or like calling the police because asking if a little girl has a permit to sell fucking lemonade or cookies. Like, who are you? Like, the whiteness comes out because they think that 911 is their personal customer service number, and that they are emboldened to be, good Samaritans or whatever, when in reality they're just being a nuisance and getting people killed. Like, every instance of where I see these white women calling police or whatever, these microaggressions or just aggressions in general, I'm just like, it's because of your audacity. Your white audacity.
How dare you get together as a family and cook out?
Right.
In the park of all places.
Right.
So yes, Yacubian audacity. And lastly, Z, because it's always fuck George Zimmerman.
Always fuck George Zimmerman.
We done put 100 bands on Zimmerman shit.
Couple 100 Virgils. That nigga said, I'm going to donate $50. Child, even I did more than that, and I'm on unemployment.
Child, let me explain something to you, okay? Lucky, you want to talk about issues and facts. Anyway, that is the ABCs of racism, Jaden XD style. You can go back and listen. We have done the ABCs of blackness. We have done the ABCs of
Gay shit. We've done the ABCs of Negro 2, the ABCs of ABCs.
And now the ABCs of racism. So we hope we were able to address current events while also offering you just a little bit of a sprinkle of Jaden XD.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week with a very, very good episode.
Yeah. Also, before we go...
Oh, yes. I have one more announcement, but go ahead.
Well, first of all, it's our anniversary show today.
Oh, shit, nigga.
June 6th.
How fitting.
No, I think it's June 9th. We have... Next week would be our... Yeah. Or was it June 6th or June 9th? I don't remember. Either way, I think it's June 6th. Because June 4th is my anniversary for XD. I want to say we're about in the same week of when we went solo. Yeah. I think we talked about that the first week. In the first episode. And then
Okay, well, happy anniversary, friend.
Yeah, happy anniversary. We've been doing this on our own for 4 years now.
How fitting that the Blackish Show About Nothing is celebrating an anniversary in the middle of a civil war.
Yeah. During a pandemic, too.
During a pandemic, because what do we love? Chaos and negativity.
Chaos and negativity. Yeah. It's my favorite thing. Not racist, not racial chaos and negativity. None of that. But everything else.
No, not at all.
Everything else, yeah, bring it on. Bring on the mess.
Yeah, bring on the mess. Bring on the chaos.
Yeah.
Let's light this bitch on fire.
Yeah.
So we just want to end this by saying rest in peace to George Floyd and all of the lives that have been lost. Those publicized and those not publicized. Black lives matter, always and forever. All Black lives matter.
Yep.
And yeah, that's it.
Yep. See you all next week or catch us on Patreon. Bye.
It's a good time over there. Bye.
And stop it.
I don't wanna write this down. I don't wanna tell you how I feel right now.
Introducing touch-free payments from PayPal, a safe way for your customers to pay. Whether you're a market seller,
I'll take 2 tomatoes and a cucumber.
poodle pamperer, piano tuner, or plumber. Signing up to accept touch-free payments for your business is easy. Simply download the PayPal app and display your own unique QR code for your customers to scan. Touch-free QR code payments. No seller fees until 2021. Not applicable to PayPal here transactions. Other fees may apply. Shop safe with PayPal.
With the new iPhone SE for less than $100 at Metro, you rule. It's the most affordable iPhone on the #1 brand in prepaid. So whether you're studying online or FaceTiming.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, dear. The iPhone SE has all you need. Switch to Metro and get the iPhone SE for $99.99 after rebate redemption and 6 months of service with AutoPay. Metro by T-Mobile. Rule your day. Limit 1 per account/household. Requires port and ID validation. Not valid for numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. Restrictions apply. See store for details.